All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand. Lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. In evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Two times. Hey. You got three. Three down. Sammy.
Sony Michel, his first carry. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Kill.
Now Breeze. Got a man open. That's Harry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's now they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
You can't block me.
On 2nd and 7, Breeze. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 39. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week, now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
70, Indy.
Second down, 6.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dietrich Wise Jr. able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you get.
Block working out of the gun. He'll find Lindsay here. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go.
It's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there for Denver, and even 40 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Locke. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Patriots 7, Broncos nothing.
Ready?
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point from McManus is good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown, their last
when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, New England. Matt LaCosse, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. He completes this to Sutton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 19. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
15 line. Hey, box drop. Try to do better. 5.
From the 16, Locke. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton with his second touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. McManus's point after is good, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
22-jet bomber. Check 52. Check 3.
On second down, Michelle trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He hits White, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. From just shy of midfield, Breeze. He's got LaCosse, his tight end. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Breeze now on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Cameron Meredith, his second touchdown on the season as they have taken the lead. Gostkowski with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
On first and 10, here's Locke. Going right side here, and that's complete. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Locke looks to throw it again. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked up by Keanu Neal.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Breeze going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Patriots. Seconds to go in this first half of action. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Breeze. And he's going to go down again. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Watch the pass. Hey, kill. Watch twist.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Recon, 132 fighter. He's coming. Let's go.
A final shot before half for Locke. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set,
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the Patriots' 42-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the slip. Ready?
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running.
Well, the ball is out. Michel lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Throwing now is Breeze. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here's Lindsey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on a run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 7 yards there and a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Come on, set. 10-2 strong. Any weapon. Be careful.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Dante Hightower able to drop him for a loss of a couple. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
He can't hang. He's not 61. Matchbox lights.
Now a run with Geis. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Lock now on 3rd and goal. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point from McManus is good, and an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Welcome back now to Denver, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. A gain of 6. 1.
21.
To throw is Breeze. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Breeze now to throw. Catch is made by Herring. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a play fake. Breeze. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Bradley Chubb, his 2nd sack of the night.
Hey, let go.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Gets it to Meredith, complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. 90, Wolf. Get up to 6'6", pull it high. Snap.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
Ready, set.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Ready.
On first down, Locke. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Hurry.
Now Locke. And he comes back with one complete. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Hey, Zoo. Hit it.
Back to throw, Locke. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Dante Hightower able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Go.
Motion.
5.
To throw is Locke. And this is incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Locke now to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. On the return, it's White. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Michelle taking it right down Broadway. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And they'll have good starting field position as he He's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here we go. Check back 20. Hey, wahoo! Hey, check.
From midfield here, Dalton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. A very important extra point there, up and good. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Breeze to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Cameron Meredith the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
95-56, 95-56.
To throw is Breeze. Open man is Gordon, complete. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Breeze now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's 1st down. Now Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown.